past 2 weeks, I think I've done more yard work than I ever have in my life. In my recent video, The Longing for War, I was describing how I'm going to be building a new studio here in my grandfather's old boat shed. And it has taken quite a lot more work than I anticipated. Like, so much more. I thought I'd be nearly done by now, but as you can see, there's still plenty to do. Plenty. So I've had to do just a little bit of everything. I've had to dig holes, I've had to rake and blow leaves and haul trash and junk and plant plants and dig posts, mix concrete, this sort of thing. And it's crazy to me just how much energy such a task requires. Just to move dirt with a rake and a shovel, the amount of energy that requires is just unbelievable. So in the midst of this agonizing labor, it's made me think about God's purpose for man. His purpose in creating us, Adam. What was God's purpose when creating Adam? According to Genesis 1:26, God created man with the intent to give him dominion over all the earth. This comes shortly after God's creation of light, the heavens, the sun, the moon, the earth, and this entire realm. Man was then created and then given dominion over it. However, God made this no easy task whatsoever. The amount of effort it requires to dig a hole is unbelievable. Just to move dirt in one spot. The other day I spent $200 buying gravel, monkey grass, tiki torches, concrete, just to improve the entry into my home. It took that and about 5 hours worth of labor just to alter a space probably no bigger than my wingspan. So how powerful did God have to make us in order to give us dominion over all the earth? Genesis chapter 2 goes on to describe God's creation of the Garden of Eden and how he put man in this creation. God put man in the Garden of Eden so that he would have someone to care for it and to till the dirt. That's really why God created man, was so that we would till the dirt. So if God has given us this monumental task of keeping the earth and tilling the dirt, and the earth is so vast and so indestructible all the way to the ends of it, what does that say about God's belief in our potential? If we are capable of taking his creation and altering it into our own interpretation of beauty, what does our ability to do that say about God's faith in us, about his faith in our potential, about the latent potentiality that he engineered us with? Considering that something as simple as digging a hole is such a Herculean effort, and that we are supposed to do this with all the earth, dig holes, plant forest, build monuments, whatever it may be, if this is all such a Herculean effort, then that means that God endowed us with the strength to do so. He endowed us with the strength to alter the earth. I think that's quite an incredible superpower for man to have, for us to have dominion over all the dirt, over all of the earth, over all of the fowls in the air and the critters on the ground. For us to have dominion over the earth is a blessing and an honor, and not something we should take for granted. I think it is your duty to keep whatever area of the earth you may claim as beautiful as possible. To have the earth a mess would be an insult to God, who gave that to you to keep, who gave that to you to till the dirt. If the dirt remains untilled, then you have displeased God. So I challenge you to alter a landscape. I challenge you to plant a garden, to dig a hole, to uproot plants who have long died. Call my bluff. See how exhausting it is to have such a small impact over one tiny area of the earth. And then thank God for giving you the ability to do this across this realm to which he endowed us. This should give you belief in yourself. If it is so difficult to move dirt or to dig a hole or to alter the earth in any way, and God has instilled that within us as our purpose, then that means that by default, you are strong enough to do so. You are strong enough to alter the earth, your life, or whatever you want to how you see fit, so long as you put in the necessary work. So if you've enjoyed this monologue, subscribe, like, and follow along with me as I partially use this channel as an outlet to discuss all of the theological thoughts that I have. The story of Adam and Eve is one of the most interesting and intricate and consequential stories of the Bible. What it tells us about the duties of men and women, about how we interact and what our nature is, and what our purpose is quite profound. So as we continue this journey, we will continue to discuss every theological dilemma that comes our way. So thank you, and God bless.